All right, Alico 3, PSA Express. Shipped off September 21st and returned October 16th. We're looking at 3.5 weeks, 10 cards, grading fee 150 per card. Definitely really expensive for these cards. So, I mean, hopefully the grades are decent. I didn't have crazy high expectations for some of these, but I thought it was worth it to get some of them slabbed. So, there's two cards I thought would be 10s from this order. So 2 out of 10. I thought I had a chance at getting a 10, and the first card is the Baker. So a couple Beckett snaps. They're both Calvin Johnson cards. This is one of the cards I thought was I don't know, maybe I had this one rated a little too high. This came back at 9. It's a little white right there. Little white sliver on the back there. So that's fair. So Baker silver. All right, Calvin. Calvin Gold. I'm gonna save the Calvin Gold. Let's do the Brady certified. I thought this was a 7. Oh my god, a 9. So I mean, spin that wheel of PSA and see what you get. I don't know why I had this rated as a 7. There's got to be something on the surface that I just hammered it for. But so this is why the pre-grades come in handy. So a card like this, I definitely would not keep it because I would feel it would be overgraded. And for my PCI, I like cards that are graded accurately or graded undergraded. So that's the certified Brady. Came back at 9. Expectation was a 7. Pros and Prospects is at 8.5. Came back at 8, so that one was more on par with what I was thinking with this card. I think I bought it raw, and I thought it looked pretty good. I thought, if it's a soft grader, I'll probably get a 9. If it's not, it'll get an 8. They don't really do half grades anymore. I know somebody will put in the comment section, hey, I got a 7.5 on a card one time. I mean, I know they do half grades, but I'm just being kind of sarcastic when I say that. But I mean, they don't really do half grades that often. Exclusives pasta. This one, I thought this was a 9. Came back a 9. I can't remember if this was Beckett, and it was in a Beckett slab, and I snapped it. But it's the exclusives. It's out of 100. It's sick. This is a good one to keep in the PC. So Pasternak, 2004 Upper Deck exclusives to 100. Filthy card right there. PSA 9. Probably a low pop on the 10s on this card, considering there's only 100. And it's not the toughest set, but there's just probably not that many of that card. It's always a Topps Chrome Breeze in here, 8 plus. So this should be a firm 8. It should be sitting in an 8 holder. Gets an 8. That's fair. Typical. These are off center, and there's these light scratches on most copies. I do have some better copies at home that are 9s that I've had for years, but the ones I come across raw nowadays are typically 8s or 7s. So this one's par for the course here with an 8 on the Topps Chrome Refractor. Couple of Upper Deck Ionics Brady's. These are, I had these both at 8.5, so they're going to be 8s or 9s. The one numbered 453 is an 8.5 snap. That's what the sheet says. So this is one I thought should at least be an 8.5, and it's not an 8.5. I would definitely consider snapping it. It's a little off-centered right to left, but I think the rest of the card was clean enough to warrant, for me, an 8.5. So Ionics Brady gets a 9, so definitely that's good. That's a good grade. I don't mind 9s on stuff like this ever. I guess there's an Acuna Gold in here. I don't know if it was snapped or how I came across it. I honestly don't know, but I thought it was a 9. That's fair. There's probably something going on with this one, but great card, Topps Chrome Refractor Acuna, and a 9, and great card right there. So nice shine. We're gonna save the Calvins for last. There's 2 Calvins that I snapped out. Ionics, this should be like an 8 or an 8.5. This was the one out of 14, so I had this one as not quite as nice as the other one. So 8's fair. Both of them were screened at 8.5, so that's 17. And they came back a 9 and an 8, so that's 17. So It's even. Uh, I thought this was a 10. I snapped it out of a. But this is a card this is a card that I'll think it's a 10 and it'll come back a 9 and it'll frustrate me. This was a 9-5 fake, but I just thought it looked like a 10. Got a 10. Okay. So I mean that just makes this whole order awesome. Now if we can close out with an 8 on the exquisite, I'll be stoked. But probably a 7 on the exquisite. I'm not being pessimistic. I've just done this a lot and I know what to expect. But yeah, this is it's just a filthy card. I had it sitting in the Beckett 9.5 holder for a while, and I thought it looked good in the holder. I think one of the subs was a Surface 9, and I snapped it out, and the surface was clean, so I don't know if they just did a typo or something, but that card's filthy. This should be an 8. This is an 8 all day, guys. So I'll actually send this into quality control for them to screen this one again. This was actually 0.5 from a Beckett 9, which doesn't mean much, but just if you go by the standards that PSA uses for grading, this is an 8 all day. But it's a thicker card, so they subtract 1 off. I don't know why they do that, but so a 7 for the exquisite. Definitely send this one back in and get it in the right holder. So that's it, guys. Awesome order. It would have been nice to close out with an 8 on that Calvin, but aside from that, it was good. Later.